Actually, Nakkat Neetu and Deva were made iconic with time. We welcome you, sir.
Reporting in the old days and how this reporting used to be कि साजी चतुरंग सैन अंग में उमंग धारी सरजा शिवाजी जंग जीतन चलत हैं भूषण बनत नद बिहद नगारन की नदी नद मद गैब रन के रलत हैं ऐल फैल खैल बैल खल कम में गैल गैल गजन की ठैल पैल सैल उसलत है तारा सुता रानी धूरी धारा में लगत जिमी थारा पर पारा बार वार जीव रलत है भूषण बनत तेरी हिम्मती कहाँ गई जाकी जक झोट में ताव दे दे मुछ न कंगूर न पे पाँव दे दे घाव दे दे हरी मुख कूद परे कोट में A poet is reporting to the king that his warriors are alert, conscious, ready to fire, and they are absolutely in the positive mood to win the war, and they are ready for the attack to their enemies, and they are bound to win, it seems. This is a beautiful poetry written by a poet who's behaving like a journalist for his own that country, whatever Raj unka raha hoga. So this is how the journalism started. Idea is to inform up to date, to inform what is correct, to inform what is truth, to inform. Mind you, I'm repeating this word, inform. The job of the journalist is to look into the matter, research it, and put it in the correct words for the readers, for the viewers to be informed correctly and let them assess and develop a perception for their own self. You're not there to create a perception for them. This is a beautiful example. This poetry is a beautiful example of journalism. Journalism changed its tone, its colors. I still remember 86 when I designed this film city Noida for UP government, and the lot of press which wanted to write absolutely incorrect. My own friends, they were not ready to listen to me. I said, let the project come, then write. Without even researching, without even meeting me, they were started writing that film city Noida failed. I say, give a baby to born. Let baby born. Baby is still in the mother's womb. How can you write that baby is died? Unfortunately. So that was a time when I decided exactly 86, 87 that I will open one good day a school of journalism and teach these people how to write, how to inform, and what journalism is all about. Today, my dear friends, to cut short, I'm very happy today. Noida Film City, which was initially declared as a disastrous and a rejected project, is the fastest growing film and television city in the world. This is a 100-acre complex, 75 acres outdoor, 25 acres indoor, 16 studios. Out of 16 studios, 350 channels are being broadcast to 162 countries, 24/7. 17,000 media professionals, they are working in this campus in 3 shifts of 8 hours each, and cascading effect is that approximately 1,50,000 people, they are earning their bread because of this film city. Now when people say that you are a founder of Noida Film City, I feel very happy. Yes, you have to prove every time, and this is a job of a journalist also to prove also that yes, this is what I saw and this is what I'm writing, and there is no difference between what I saw and what I am projecting or highlighting in any of the mediums. So when we started this institution, there were only 4. The whole media was divided into 4 mediums: print, radio, television, and cinema. These were the only 4 mediums of media, and then the new word came into the dictionary, which is called new media. This is how it started. The new media, with the coming of the internet, suddenly the newspaper getting transferred to internet. The radio and music started getting transferred to internet. The cinema started getting changed to internet, and suddenly there's a emerge of again social media, animation, graphics, and then VFX, special effects, and then and now it's an unending state, which new media has itself expansion to so many different departments, so many different segments, that the whole world is forced to say, it has not yet, but it's been forced to say that animation is a separate industry. And you'll be surprised, my dear friends, whereas in India, if I talk about, the GDP is grown by 6.8% per annum right now, which is still the biggest today and the fastest in the world. And the media and entertainment industry is contributing at the rate of 12% per annum. This industry is contributing a lot to the total GDP of the country, and I'm very happy that probably today the turnover of this industry in India is something like 2 lakh or 2 lakh 30 to 40,000 crore. It's approximately 2,80,000 crore right now, and we are projecting it to be 3,50,000 crore in a span of a year and a half. And very soon we will touch probably much higher than even our own expectation. And the biggest contributor today in the whole media and entertainment industry is nothing but new media. Mind you, new media, which has grown so big suddenly out of all the 5 brothers that we literally have to chase. Yesterday, I had a wonderful interaction with a few people of this industry, and they have given me open offer. They say, how many students you have in animation? We would love to pick them immediately, instantly, tomorrow morning. I said, wait for the final examination at least. Let them clear their subjects, let them clear their papers. Especially, I will be only interested in the students of a final year, graduation and post-graduation, and imagine the kind of a demand coming up for new media, for animation, for AVGC is a new word which has been added to the new media, which says animation, visual arts, VFX. V stands for, G stands for gaming, and the C stands for comic, cartoon. And this is how the whole industry is growing. And this session in particular, we are here to discuss more about this industry. Be ready for questions. I'm sure people will contribute their ideas, their vision, their thinking, their experiences today in this session. With all these words, I once again extend my heartiest thanks to all the dignitaries present on the stage, off the stage, and all the young, enthusiastic film, television, and media person right here into this auditorium. Thank you very much. All the best. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, sir. Next, I would request to say few words by Dr. Ajay Kumar.
Good afternoon, everyone. Honorable Dr. Sandeep Marwah, sir, eminent guests on dais, of dais, my dear faculty members, my dear students. Today in this session, during this Global Festival of Journalism Noida 2023 and its 11th edition, we are here to have deliberations on animation seminar, the prospect of AVGC and future. My dear students, all of you know that few years back, rather 2 years back, AVGC was not a term, but it was coined recently, and during the budget session of 2022-23, government announced first formation of AVGC Promotion Task Force to realize and develop
Our newsletter at the Beacon covers all major news and events of the institutions of Asian Academy, as we have various departments, various schools into the institution. So we deliver all the news and events in this newsletter of the institution. And this is the festival. And this is the festival newsletter that we are releasing today. And
my congratulations to Mr. Marwah and his various staff about the activities and the stabilities to establish and continuous in this important global festival for the 11th edition. This is about the challenges which surrounded us. I didn't want to talk about exactly about the topic, animation and comics as it mentioned in the festival invitation, because I have not much experience about this exactly and technique and the new technique of this. Me work through my experience few important things about the responsibility of the media man through his community, through his publish the real stories, not looking for the trend or something negative or something different, and build the bridge and the trust between the newspaper association or himself and with the community and with his people. As everywhere, every country, it has many things to renewable again, and many things maybe is wrong. We want to focus in it, but should take the responsibility not to destroy. Work together, media and other sectors, to rebuild and to for trust and build and try to replace the bad things to the good things, and giving hope and happiness for the people, and always responsibility in the stories and on the world. This time, all the world is facing real challenges in different sectors and everything, from the politicians to economic crisis and to others. And we together see how is the role of the social media. Now the role of the classic media is not like the past. Now we are going and growing in the social media in different types and sectors which we receive every day about the social media. This is the dangerous. And what we can also name the people media. Now, personal, individual people media, they can make a story and they can publish in their homepage, and all the channels can take their stories, exclusive, So
पहली बार मैं आ रहा हूँ स्टेज पे, गलती हो गई तो माफ़ कर देना। लाहौर में थे, प्रिंटिंग प्रेस था बहुत बड़ा, दिल्ली आए, तो सिर्फ 13 रुपये थे फादर साहब के पास, मदर की ज्वेलरी बेची और प्रिंटिंग शुरू किया। चिल्ड्रन बुक्स ये आप लोगों के लिए है, स्टूडेंट्स के लिए समझने की बात, मतलब है जो है सिर्फ 13 रुपये से आए, ज्वेलरी बेची, मशीन खरीदी, प्रिंटिंग का काम शुरू किया और बच्चों की किताबें हिंदी, इंग्लिश, गुजराती दो आने वाली शुरू की। फिर शुरू हुआ, आर्टिस्ट साहब आ गए, भारद्वाज साहब, कि भाई ये बच्चों की मैगज़ीन निकालनी है। तो फिर लोड पोर्ट मैगज़ीन 69 में शुरू की, जिसके करैक्टर बने लॉरल एंड हार्डी, मोटू पतलू। फिर आप जैसे बैठे थे कोई कि भाई डॉक्टर झटका चाहिए तो झटका आ गया, एक बंगाली साहब बैठे थे कि सीताराम चाहिए। इस तरह जो है एक शुरू हो गया शुरुआत लोड पोर्ट की बच्चों की पत्रिका। कोई सिगरेट नहीं, कोई अल्कोहल नहीं, कुछ नहीं, मतलब है अगर बुरा काम करेगा कोई तो बुरा ही नतीजा। आज 54 इयर्स हो गए हैं, मगर प्रिंट में नहीं है, डिजिटल में है। एनिमेशन में दादाजी ने उसको 20 एप्पल कंप्यूटर इंपोर्ट करके दिए थे कि भाई आगे जो लाइफ है एनिमेशन की है 90s में। और मोटू पतलू जो है उसमें वीडियो कैसेट में बनाए, 1000 कैसेट बेचे पालिका बाजार में। नेक्स्ट वीक ऑर्डर लेने गए तो 20,000 कहते पायरेटेड ले लीजिए। तो उस वजह से फिर वो काम जैसे होता है ना थोड़ा रोकना पड़ा। 2012 में केतन मेहता जी के साथ, तो हमारी एक फिल्म मैगजीन भी है मायापुरी, तो केतन मेहता जी फिल्म का काम करते थे, एनिमेशन का भी, और उनकी ऐड वगैरह छापते थे माया मेम साहब का। तो कहते हैं यार मेरा तो काम रुक गया, मैं एनिमेशन का काम करता था फॉरेन का, तो कहता मेरे पास मोटू पतलू है वो शुरू करो। तो वो पहले तो नहीं माने, फिर उन्होंने कहा अपने सीनियर को बुलाओ, लड़के जो करते हैं। उसने लोट पोट पड़ा हुआ था, तो वो एक फिर 2.5 मिनट का बनाया गया कैसे। जिस चैनल पे जाएँ हमें तो फॉरेन करैक्टर चाहिए, फ़ौरन चाहिए। एक मैडम थी नीना जयपुरिया, निक चैनल में नहीं वो भी थी, उसने लोट पोट पड़ी हुई थी। उसने फिर अपनी टीम को बुलाया, बस पूरा जैसे होता है ना सर्वे करो। सर्वे किया गया कि भाई टीवी सब घर में एक है, दादाजी ने भी पढ़ा हुआ है लोट पोट, फादर ने भी, और बच्चे को भी। वो जैसे होता है ना हंसी मजाक में अगर खिलाना है तो कुनीन की गोली के साथ, वो चल गया। उससे चलने के बाद जो है आगे मतलब चलता रहा। आज हर साल जो है अवार्ड मिलने लगा मोटू पतलू को। आज 800 एपिसोड टेलीकास्ट हो चुके हैं, हिंदी, इंग्लिश, गुजराती, मराठी, सब एनिमेशन में जा रहे हैं। फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर ने मोटू पतलू को से साथ हमने लोट पोट टाई अप किया। मोटू पतलू भी सिखाते हैं कि इनकम टैक्स क्यों दिया जाता है, जीएसटी क्यों देने लेते हैं, पैन कार्ड क्यों होता है, ये सारी चीज़ें जो हैं इस वक्त जो है मोटू पतलू जो है। ऐसे ही ऑस्ट्रेलिया मेसी ने भी अपने तो हमारे मोटू पतलू को पूरा ऑस्ट्रेलिया घुमा के अपनी पब्लिसिटी की। इस तरह जो है अभी भी चल रहा है, और ये सब आप लोगों बच्चों की दुआ से है कि भाई ये काम जो है ना थोड़ा बहुत पेशेंस का है एनिमेशन का। ये नहीं है कि चलो भाई हो गया और चल गया, 1 मिनट बनाने में भी कई टाइम लगते हैं। और इस टाइम बहुत ऑल इंडिया आप देख लीजिए, सब करैक्टर जो हैं दबंग वाले ही बना रहा है, फुकरे भी बना रहा है, एनिमेशन मतलब यहाँ से शुरुआत हो गई इंडियन करैक्टर की। ये बस मेरा है, बाकी आपको
I just want to check out how many of you know about लोट पोट। आप में से कितने लोग लोट पोट पढ़ चुके हैं, देख चुके हैं, सुन चुके हैं? आप में से कितने ऐसे लोग हैं जो हिंदी फिल्म मैगजीन मायापुरी के बारे में जानते हैं? हिंदी फिल्म मैगजीन मायापुरी के बारे में आपको बता दूं, मायापुरी बजाज साहब की वन ऑफ द लार्जेस्ट सेलिंग हिंदी फिल्म मैगजीन, और जितनी मतलब कितनी मैगजीन रहती है, 3 लाख कॉपी हर हफ्ते ये छपती रही है। और दिस इज द लार्जेस्ट सर्कुलेशन फॉर एनी मैगजीन, यानी कि एक महीने में 12 लाख दफा मायापुरी फिल्म मैगजीन पूरे देश में बढ़ती रही है। और हर फिल्म स्टार हिंदुस्तान का मायापुरी में आज भी छपना चाहता है। दिस इज जस्ट फॉर इंफॉर्मेशन। अब तो डिजिटल हो गई, और मुझे भी आती है आपकी कॉपी व्हाट्सएप हर हफ्ते। जी बिल्कुल। और दिस इज हाउ द एनिमेशन स्टार्टेड इन दिस कंट्री, यू कैन वेल इमेजिन। और सवालों के लिए आपके लिए छोड़ दिया है।
भी आता है डिस्कवरी में।
करेक्ट।
मायापुरी का नाम कहते हैं, मायापुरी का कोई नाम होता है, सब कहते हैं। फिल्म नहीं माया नगरी है 12 बजे शुरू होती है 3 बजे खत्म.
Sir, I'm recollecting 2013 we started the first ever degree course in animation, BSc in animation and MSc in animation 2003 में, 2003 की बात कर रहा हूँ. और 2003 में जब मैंने बोला तो लोगों को हैरानगी हो गई कि तुम लोग सटिया गए हो, 3 साल का कोर्स एनिमेशन का भी कभी कोई होता है. This is the kind of a response people gave. और लोग बोले क्या बात कर रहे हो, साउथ एक्शन की गली में 3 महीने के कोर्स चलते हैं, मंडे वेडनेसडे फ्राइडे 2 घंटे पर डे वो कंप्यूटर में सिखाते हैं. तो मैंने कहा यू आर नॉट रियलाइजिंग दैट टुडे इफ यू गोइंग टू लर्न, आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट 2003, you're going to be a big man. And this is what happened. Students who joined that course in 2003, they are today heading the different channels and they know so much about not only animation, they have brought anything and everything of media on computer because of their education. So today I'm again talking in the same language that this new media, ABGC, is going to be the fastest growing media setup, is going to be one thing where anyone and everyone will be needing it for any and every purpose. There'll be no department, there'll be no government and non-governmental organization which is not going to have ABGC body in the next probably 5 to 6 years. This is going to be a kind of another Bhavishwani. So this is going to be the one very major activity all over the world. मुझे एक छोटी सी बात और याद आ गई कि मैं दूरदर्शन में गया, उन्होंने मुझे कहा कि साहब हम चाहते हैं कि आप हमारे लिए एक सीरियल बना दीजिए. बना देंगे साहब. तो उन्होंने मुझे 13 एपिसोड का टेलीविजन सीरियल कमीशन कर दिया कि यू मेक इट, वी विल पे फॉर इट. आई वॉज वेरी हैप्पी बिकॉज इट वॉज वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू गेट अ commission program from Doordarshan on those days. And when I saw the paper, it was almost 1.5 lakh per episode those days. For a second, I could immediately assess my profits also out of that whole 1.5 lakh per episode serial. But the minute I deeply read the paper, it mentioned 13 episode so and so, जो मैंने सबमिट किया था प्रोजेक्ट, ब्रैकेट में उन्होंने टाइप कर दिया एनिमेशन. एंड आई रिजेक्टेड द प्रपोजल बाय द दूरदर्शन. आई से आर यू क्रेजी? Because fiction you can shoot with camera for that price and you can make money. But animation needed at least 6 times to 10 times more money to cover the same duration. 22 minutes animation film those days, my costing was something like 4 to 5 lakhs of rupees. How could I deliver that product back to government for 1.5 lakh of rupees? So just for your information, I rejected that project, returned that paper, and I say I extend my inability to complete this project in this price unless until you raise the price, because I submit the project for a fiction program, but you have given me this animated program, so we cannot do it. Today it is still the same. A 22 minutes film can cost you something like from probably 10 lakhs to 20 lakhs of rupees. That's the cost of making the program. But why? Because you're paid also accordingly. So people who are in this beautiful industry of animation, they are also making big money today. Just for information. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for enlightening our students. Next, I request Major Muhammad Ali Shah, actor and motivational speaker, to please say a few words.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chopra. Jai Hind. How's the Josh? How's the Josh? भाई दोस्तों, अगर आप सोच रहे हैं मैं किसी फिल्म का डायलॉग बोल रहा हूँ तो आप बिल्कुल गलत समझ रहे हैं. ये किसी फिल्म का डायलॉग नहीं है. Pardon me for the Hindi, sir. I would for you. And you've been in India for 9 years, so I'm sure you would understand a bit of Hindi, but I'll try to keep it in a mix. Well, firstly, my compliments to your Chancellor, Mrs. Dr. Sandeep Marwah, sir. Sir, आपने जो कर दिखाया है ये institution with your leadership, it is वाकई में, I don't have words, वाकई काबिल तारीफ है. और आज की तारीख में when I see such young faces, young minds, bright eyes, sparkling eyes, I see something in you, and what is that? I will tell you towards the end. What I see, what is that, right? Until then, keep thinking, what is that I see in you? let me keep that as a suspense towards the end. Magar, a lot has been said before the speakers earlier. You know, I would not like to repeat the same thing. मैं क्योंकि फौज में था पहले, तो आपको एक हल्का सा एक हकीकत का एक किस्सा सुनाऊंगा मैं. सुनेंगे आप? हकीकत में ये हो चुका है ये. It's a small incident. Well, it's not a small incident. I would call it a very, very big incident. Rather, we all know what happened in 1999. क्या हुआ था? हाँ? कारगिल वॉर वाज ऑन. 1999 का वाकया है ये. 28 जून 1999. मेरे एक सीनियर थे फौज में, उनका नाम था कैप्टन कैंगरूजे. क्योंकि कैप्टन कैंगरूजे बड़ा लंबा नाम है ना, तो लोग उनको प्यार में, मोहब्बत में, आउट ऑफ लव एंड अफेक्शन, दे वुड कॉल हिम Nimbo Sahab, right? Now, Captain Kangude was deployed at the line of control. It was post midnight at an altitude of above 18,000 feet above mean sea level. यानी कि खून जमा देने वाली ठंड, biting cold, in a temperature of less than -10 degrees centigrade. Now, Captain Kangude and his platoon of 10 brave men had not eaten properly. They had just returned from a long-range patrolling our borders. Just then, Captain Kangude received orders that there is a post of the enemy on top of a mountain which is creating havoc for our armed forces. Why? Because it was overlooking the highway from where the supply, ration, ammunition, gola bari yahan se jata tha, wahan se. So Captain Kangude was assigned the task to go ahead and neutralize that post. Now what happens at night, my dear friends? Sound travels faster obviously. एक कील आप ठोकेंगे, वो कील कम से कम 10 गुना ज़्यादा तेजी से आपके कानों में गूंजेगी, right? So Captain Kangude and his brave team of 10 brave men started the climb towards that peak. They were climbing with their mountain equipment in the dark. और ठंड वैसी इतनी थी, बर्फ गिर रही थी. इस दौरान दुश्मन को खबर हो गई कि यहां से कुछ आवाज आ रही है. उन्होंने अपने नाइट विजन बाइनोकुलर से देखा एंड दे सॉ अ मूवमेंट हैपनिंग इन देयर डायरेक्शन व्हिच इज कमिंग टुवर्ड्स देम. दे सॉ द 10 ब्रीफ सोल्जर्स फ्रॉम द नाइट विजन बाइनोकुलर्स. सो द एनिमी ऑब्वियसली गॉट अलर्ट. अब एक फौज में एक चीज होती है हथियार के साथ व्हिच इज कॉल्ड एन इफेक्टिव रेंज ऑफ अ वेपन एंड देन देयर इज समथिंग नोन एज अ किलिंग रेंज ऑफ अ वेपन. इफेक्टिव रेंज ऑफ अ वेपन क्या होती है? फर्ज करो मेरा हथियार है, ठीक है, मेरी राइफल, उसकी क्षमता है 750 मीटर फायर करने की, वो रेंज है. क्या इसका ये मतलब हुआ कि जब मैं दुश्मन को दिखता हूं 750 मीटर की दूरी पे मैं गोली फायर करूंगा? नहीं, ऑब्वियसली नॉट. गुड. विच मीन्स आई वेट फॉर देम टू क्लोज इन to a distance of say 100 meters and I will open fire, right? So I can have maximum effect of the damage and the casualty upon the enemy. उसी तरीके से दुश्मन ने इंतजार करा जब हमारे फौजी और करीब आएंगे तब वो फायर करेंगे. उस दौरान बर्फ में चढ़ते हुए कैप्टन कैंगरूजे के बूट्स जो हैं सबसे आगे से वो लीड कर रहे थे, वो स्लिप मार रहे थे, तो उन्होंने अपने बूट्स खोल दिए उस ठंड में और नंगे पांव चढ़े ऊपर. वो जब वो 100 मीटर की दूरी पे थे लगभग, तब दुश्मन ने ऊपर से रेडी होके फायर खोल दी उनके ऊपर. हर दिशा में गोलियां आ रही हैं ऊपर से, और हमारे जाबाज बहादुर फौजी जो अपनी जान की परवाह ना कर, अपनी जान की बाजी लगाकर, अपनी जानों पे खेल कर ऊपर चढ़ रहे थे, उनके ऊपर से फायरिंग आई. हर जगह दिशाओं पे गोलियां बरस रही हैं वहां से. कैप्टन कैंगरूजे ने पीछे मुड़ के अपने दस्ते को बोला, डोंट वरी अबाउट मी, कीप क्लाइंबिंग. तो लोग चढ़ते रहे ऊपर, और जब और करीब आ गए उस टाइम पे एक ग्रेनेड होता है ना, ग्रेनेड देखा है आपने फिल्मों में, तो ग्रेनेड का एक स्प्लिंटर आगे कैप्टन कैंगरूजे के पेट के अंदर लग गया और 3 गोलियां उनके पेट में लग गई. वो पीछे मुड़ के बोले, आई हैव बीन शॉट बट डोंट वरी अबाउट मी, कीप क्लाइंबिंग. और वो चढ़ते रहे ऊपर. जब वो चढ़ रहे थे ऊपर नंगे पांव, पेट में चोट लगी हुई है, सबसे पहले पूरे दस्ते में से वो थे जो सबसे पहले ऊपर चढ़े, और दुश्मन को देखते ही उन्होंने एक पुकार लगाई और बोला, आज मौका है, एक भी दुश्मन बच के नहीं जाना चाहिए, फायर करो. दो तरफ से, 2 दिशाओं से फायरिंग आ रही है. उस टाइम पे कैप्टन कैंगरूजे का सामना हुआ दुश्मन की 3 दुश्मन उनको घेर के खड़े हो गए. उनकी आंखों में आंखें डाल के 1 मीटर के फासले पे कैप्टन कैंगरू थे। उनके गले में बहुत भारी रॉकेट लॉन्चर था। रॉकेट लॉन्चर जानते हैं आप, देखा है आपने? बॉर्डर फिल्म में देखा होगा, सैनिक दिवस चलते हुए आ रहा है एक रॉकेट, वो पिक्चरों में होता है, ठीक है, ऐसे होता नहीं है वैसे, हकीकत में अलग होता है। रॉकेट लॉन्चर इज वेरी वेरी हैवी, यू नीड 2 people to carry it. One person carries and loads, other person fires. So it is RL party number 1, RL party number 2. या तो आपने बॉर्डर फिल्म में देखा होगा, या तो कैप्टन कैंगरूजे ने हकीकत में अकेले वो रॉकेट लॉन्चर लेके ऊपर चढ़े, और उनके क्योंकि गले में रॉकेट भारी भरकम बोझ था और बैटल लोड था लोगों के पास, जवानों के पास, टेंटेज, एमुनेशन, फायर आर्म्स। अब चॉइस ये थी कि राशन पानी, बिस्किट, शक्कर पारा वो लेके जाएं या गोलियां लेके ऊपर जाएं। तो क्या चूज किया होगा उन्होंने? गोलियां, बिल्कुल। अब वो चढ़ गए ऊपर। जैसे ही कैप्टन कैंगरूजे का सामना हुआ दुश्मन के फौजियों के साथ, उन्होंने अपनी कमांडो लाइफ निकाली और खचाखच एक झटके में तीनों को वहीं पे ढेर कर दिया। फिर कैप्टन कैंगरूजे क्रॉल करते हुए बंकर की तरफ गए। जो उनका ऑब्जेक्ट था, जो उनका एम था, जो उनका लक्ष्य था, उसको बर्बाद करने का। उन्होंने गले में से रॉकेट लॉन्चर निकाला, निशाना थागा और था दोनों को वहीं बर्बाद कर दिया। उसके बाद फिर कैप्टन कैंगरूजे और आगे बढ़े। इतने में दुश्मन जो था वो वहां से भागने लग गया। वहां से अब जो भाग रहा है दुश्मन वहां से, तो जाहिर सी बात है हथियार को पीछे से फायर कर रहा है, तत तत तत, क्योंकि अगर वो यूं करके जाएगा तो एजिलिटी और मोबिलिटी कम होगी ना, तो वो ऐसे करके भाग रहा है वहां से। इतने में एक बर्स्ट फायर आया दुश्मन की गोलियों का और कैप्टन कैंगरूजे के छाती पे लग गया। कैप्टन कैंगरूजे उसी टाइम पे जिस चट्टान पे चढ़े थे, उस चट्टान से वो नीचे गिरे। रात के अंधेरे में हमारे बहादुर जाबाज फौजी नीचे गए ढूंढने के लिए कि उनका बहादुर प्लाटून कमांडर अभी किस हालत में होंगे। एंड दे कुड नॉट फाइंड कैप्टन कैंगरूजे एनीवेयर इन द रेवाइन। Thereafter, one soldier tripped and fell over something softly, and he felt that it was Captain Kangaroo lying in a pool of blood, with his spinal cord obviously broken. His legs were twisted, his arms were twisted because he had fallen from that cliff. 3 bullets in his abdomen, a splinter in his abdomen, a burst fire in his chest, but yet Captain Kangaroo had not died. Why didn't he die? He didn't die because he had become a martyr, and martyrs never die. They become legends and live in our hearts and minds forever. वो शहीद हो गए थे। और जिनको शहादत प्राप्त होती है वो कभी मरते नहीं है दोस्तों। वो हमारे जिस्म दिमाग में हमेशा जिंदा रहते हैं, सदा अमर रहते हैं। Thereafter, the men were carrying the national flag in their rucksacks, which in the army terminology you call it a पिट्ठू झोला, scale A। उन्होंने राष्ट्रीय ध्वज निकाला। कैप्टन कैंगरूजे जो केवल 24 साल के थे, उन्होंने कैप्टन कैंगरूजे की बॉडी को राष्ट्रीय ध्वज में लपेटा और हमारे बहादुर जाबाज फौजी दोबारा उसी चट्टान की तरफ ऊपर चढ़ने लगे। इस बार with uncertainty, because you never know that the enemy could have come back with reinforcement on that post। चढ़ने के बाद उन्होंने वहां पे राष्ट्रीय ध्वज गाड़ा, कैप्टन कैंगरूजे की ये बॉडी को राष्ट्रीय ध्वज के बाजू में रखा और हमारे जाबाज बहादुर फौजी रोए। Our brave soldiers cried, they wept, they howled like little babies, like small children. They cried not because they had won a battle or a cliff. They cried because they had lost their brave platoon commander who was not there with them anymore, who they very lovingly called him as नीमो साहब। रोते हुए हमारे जवानों ने बोला, ये जीत आपकी है नीमो साहब, ये हिल आपका है, आज से ये हिल नीमो हिल कहलाएगा। And that is the story of Nemo Hill. If ever any of you go to Kargil to see where the Indian Army fought for your tomorrow, you will find a very prominent feature over there known as Nemo Hill. But the story doesn't end over here. When Captain Kangaroo's body was being brought back from Kargil to Nagaland, from where he hailed from Kohima, 3 decades, 30 years of insurgency in Nagaland was forgotten on one single day, when his body was being brought up from Kohima, from Dimapur airport to Kohima, where his village was. the entire Nagaland. Now Nagaland's got a very subdivided society. Like there are different tribes, like Ao, Ngami, Chang, Chakisang, Semma, Lotha, Mao. The different tribes. They all united. They didn't have unity among themselves. They all joined hands, formed a human chain. After washing their hands, of course. उन्हें बोला कैप्टन कैंगरूज़े अमर रहें कैप्टन कैंगरूज़े अमर रहें and where he was buried in Kohima, there's a World War cemetery very close to that. वहाँ पे लिखा है, how can a man die better than facing fearful odds for the ashes of his fathers and the temples of his gods? On another tombstone close by is written over there, when you go home, tell them of us and say, for your tomorrow, we gave our today. Captain Kangaroo lived up to the Chedwood credo, an oath which we take in the army when we are commissioned, when we awarded the President of India's commission, which says, the safety, honor, welfare of your country comes first, always and every time. The honor, welfare and comfort of the men you command comes next. Your own ease, comfort and safety comes last, always and every time. एंड कैप्टन वो होती है लीडरशिप दोस्तों. जब आपके प्लाटून कमांडर अब आपके साथ नहीं है, आपकी लीडर आपके साथ है ही नहीं, मगर आपकी टीम कह रही है ये पूरा काम आपने किया है, ये जीत आपकी है नीमो साहब. You know, when I met Dr. Sandeep Marwah, I know the entire inspiring story right from 1986, mid-80s, when no one believed him, and today when he has led you all to such a front. One thing he said, इसमें सारा करा कराया, all the credit goes to my staff, my team, my students, their parents for imposing faith in him. I mean, he was saying, सब कुछ, he was giving everything out to you. That's great leadership. And tomorrow you all are going to be opinion creators of the country. Most of you are going to be storytellers, so don't be a storyteller. Be a story shower. जब मैं आपको कारगिल के बारे में बता रहा था, आपकी आंखों में मुझे नजर आ रहा था, कारगिल दिख रहा था ना आप लोगों को, आपको गोलियों, आपको मैदान जंग में पहुंच गए थे, आप लोग नहीं पहुंचे थे, राइट? एक एक डिटेल आपको, so when you actually convey something, show it, and don't just show it in 3D, 4D, 5D, why not? And you have a lot of responsibility in your hands tomorrow. The future is in your hands, and I would like to conclude by that and saying, Jai Hind to you all.
Media and entertainment industry. I'm sure she's going to agree to do and support us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I request Miss Supriya Suri, Artistic Director and Cine Element, to please say few words.
Thank you very much. Just a minute, I'll just take a small one small little message I want to give to you all after the story is that ladies and
stronger. I would like to congratulate him and the students for putting up the 11th Global Edition of Journalism Festival. And this topic on AVJC is very relevant because globally the AVJC sector amounts to $350 billion and India contributes 1% to that. And the AVGC task force set up by the I&B Ministry is pushing the envelope and encouraging the AVGC sector to contribute to about 5% now. So if you're someone who's studying animation as into visual effects, this is the time for you to be in because this decade will see its growth. And my own company contributes and plays a role in the AVGC sector. We run an online shop which is called Manga Clan. And our endeavor is mostly focused on community-led market as well as Asian content, where we provide comics and graphic novels from the Asian countries, all available in English for you guys. And we also run this very successful AnimeCon India, which is the anime convention dedicated to the celebration of Japanese pop culture in India. And I think, like Mr. Marwah, when we started it in 2010, we were quite ahead of its time because our focus was on Asian content. And right now, the animation industry is being encouraged by the government, but it was actually 13 years back that we realized its potential. And this event actually started in Delhi with Mr. Marwah supporting 3 to 4 editions where we had organized here at the Marwah Studios. And now it happens in 5 cities in India: Bangalore, Pune, Mumbai, Chennai, Delhi, and some parts in Northeast India. And it's an event where fans get together to celebrate anime through cosplay competitions, ramen, skill development, a lot of music and DJ. And it's a place for the animation lovers to get together and get to know what's happening in the contemporary world of this field. So yeah, with this, I'd like to thank Mr. Marwah for inviting me here, and yeah, best of luck for the next day.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now I request.
Yeah, one second. You reminded me one thing. Students who've done their mass communication or a cinema course from AAFT many years back, they used to, out of the 5 subjects, they used to have one graphics and animation. You'll be surprised that students, when they come back to me and they say, whatever we have learned as a one subject of graphics and animation as a part of other courses, we are surviving because of that today. So they have grown up in graphics and animation so high that they forget rest of the 4 subjects of the semester. That means in an undergraduate course you're doing 30 subjects, in masters you do 20 subjects, and there's only one subject which is graphics and animation. And those students who could emphasize on graphics and animation, they forgot about rest of the 29. 29 became a supporting setup for them to grow in graphics and animation. Now they're doing so well in this field, and they have superseded many people from different colleges and universities and done much better in that particular field. What I'm trying to emphasize here is that because nobody knew it, that this particular segment of media is going to grow fastest with the coming time. So you have to be a little intelligent in learning. Learn every subject, pay heed to every subject, take interest in every subject, and you never know in which subject you will excel and you will be specialized one good day. All the best.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I request our Chancellor, sir, to please present the festival memento to Mr. Abid El Razak Abuchesa.